don't know. Is this working? Is this on? Is this on? Oh, wait. Comments. Wait. Wait. Hold on. Let me figure out where I'm at and what I'm doing, because I don't know how this is working. And I think I'm confused. I don't know how this works. I don't know how this works. I'm sorry, guys. Hold on. Hold on. Let me figure out what I'm doing before I start talking, because I'm confused. Hello. Okay, I see you guys on YOUNOW. So I'm on YOUNOW because I don't know how to work this encoder thing on YouTube. YouTube has a whole new thing with their streaming now. So I was like, this is confusing. I'm just getting on YOUNOW. But I'm gonna be answering questions and stuff on both. I'm gonna try to anyway. So hopefully this works. So I'm gonna call this live Q&A. I'm changing the title, sorry. Live Q&A. Chat with me. Okay. There we go. There we go. Hopefully you guys can see me. Are we Gucci? Are we Louis? Are we Fendi? Are we Prada? Okay, hold on. Sorry guys. Sorry. Okay, now I can see the comments on YouTube and on YOUNOW. It's going a lot faster on YouTube, so I'm probably going to be on YouTube more. So if you have questions, you would probably be doing yourself a favor if you were on YouTube as well, because I'll be looking at comments on both. Hold on, let me plug my computer up. Okay. Okay. Wait, hold on. Let me tweet. Did I tweet a link, or did the link tweet itself? Okay, it's working. Okay. Okay, so how are you guys doing? What's up? How you been? How you been? This is weird. I feel I need to go find the actual... Yeah, I'm going to view this on the watch page, because that would be easier for me to see everything. Because these comments are on... Okay. Okay, so how you guys doing? Let me Snapchat this. Make sure you guys know. So I'm doing a live Q&A on my YouTube/YOUNOW. So you should go watch and join us. Okay. So, no, we're not just on YouTube. We are on YouTube and YOUNOW. But YOUNOW, there aren't that many people on YOUNOW, so I'm primarily on YouTube. So, but I have comments going for both. So, my day's been actually quite swell. Before I get to the questions, just want to go through the norms. Today's been quite swell. I went downtown. Well, I am downtown, Chicago, and I went and tried on dresses because I have an event to go to tomorrow, and I need to try on dresses, and so I did that. I went and got some donuts, and I went to go eat, and now I'm back here because I was tired of walking around in the cold and my neck hurts. So that's what's been up today. Yeah. Is it delayed? I don't know if it's delayed. It looks delayed on YouTube. I don't know if it's delayed on YOUNOW. Whatever. Anyway, as long as you can hear me, right? So, YOUNOW is a live streaming service, and it's actually quite easier than YouTube because YouTube, for some reason, you have to download like an encoder or something, and I didn't feel like doing all that, so I just got on YOUNOW. So, if you guys have any questions, you guys can hit me with your questions, and we can answer some questions, or we can just chit chat, whatever you want to do. Honestly, I would love to do story times, but I don't have any stories to tell because I'm not fun. So, I don't really have a whole bunch of story times. So, that's why I just do Q&As because I don't know what else to talk about. Q. How do I deal mentally with bad skin on a daily basis? My skin is actually getting a lot better, so, I can't even complain about my skin. My skin looks way better than it used to. I actually don't have any active breakouts on my face right now, which is great, just dealing with a little bit of dark spots, but other than that, we Gucci. My skin's been doing really well, so I promise you guys I'm going to do a updated skincare video talking about what products I felt like really worked for me. So yeah, that should be coming soon once I get to filming it. What is the best restaurant we went to lately, and what did we eat? Well, last night we went to this Indian place. It was really good. It's called Indian Garden. They have really good chicken tikka masala. I love Indian food, so yeah. How am I feeling about my hair? I really want a different style. I wanted to wear my hair straight, which is what I've been trying to do, but I straightened my hair and I didn't do a good job, so I'm waiting for my appointment, which is not until like 2 weeks from now, because my stylist is always super booked, so I don't have no fresh ideas from YouTube. It's getting so stale. Well, I don't have any fresh ideas, which is why I don't make videos as frequently anymore, because I don't have a bunch of new ideas. Everything has pretty much been covered. But we're working on it. I'm trying to think of new things that I want to do. So, yeah. Thank you. I never regret anything that I do with my hair because I literally hate hair. Like, I hate it. I hate the whole concept of having hair. If I could be bald, I would. Because I could care less about my hair. So, I don't regret anything at all. I have fried and dyed my hair, and I love it. So, yeah. I'm perfectly content with that. There's a lot of questions. Would I recommend signing a YouTube network? No, do not sign to a YouTube network unless you've done extensive research and have decided that's the thing you want to do. But I got out of my network because I feel like networks have too many people now. They're overly populated, and unless you have hundreds and hundreds of thousands of subscribers, it won't benefit you. So I don't think it's a good idea unless you have a lot of subscribers and the percentage that they take from you is fairly small. Otherwise, it's a no-go. Do your research. Do your research is what I would say. And that's nothing negative. I'm not even going to talk negatively about any network that I've worked with because, they do what they can. But they have so many people, it's hard for them to keep up with everybody. So, I mean, yeah. Oh, I'm running. Oh, let me scroll back up. These questions are going fast. Okay. Um, do I ever struggle with staying true to my beliefs as a YouTuber? No, not at all. Not at all. I mean, the great thing about YouTube is that I'm pretty much, in my own little world, in my own little bubble all the time. So I don't really have anybody attacking my beliefs like that. And if they do, forget them. Can I do some challenges? I haven't found any challenges that I really want to do yet. So, I think challenges are great, but I'm not a challenge type person. I mean, I haven't seen any that just seem like, oh, I want to do that. Like, I'm just not. I don't know. I don't like to jump on the bandwagon just to do it. But if that's what people really want to see, I guess that's what you want. But I don't really care for challenges that much. How do I deal with internet bullies? I don't. I'm really sarcastic, so most of the time when people say things to me, I just say something back that's super sarcastic and it makes my day. So I like to be petty. Did I say marriage is hard? No, I don't think marriage is hard. I think the hard part about being married, actually, no. Marriage isn't hard. It's the adult part that's hard. That's what's hard. Trying to figure out how to be an adult. I think, if anything, it makes it a little bit easier to have somebody who's understanding and who is trying to be an adult too, to get me, so that we can do it together. But I don't think marriage is hard. Marriage is hard when you're married to somebody that you don't like. That's when marriage is hard. Um, but yeah, I don't think actually being married is hard. I think the things that you have to do are hard. Like, and also, I'm learning a lot about myself. If anything, I'm the bad part of this situation. So, yeah. Was I shy when I first had my first boyfriend? My first boyfriend was my husband, and no, well, first real boyfriend. I had little play boyfriends back in the day, but we didn't actually do anything. So, I mean, we couldn't go nowhere. We saw each other at school, so pretty much it. Um, but yeah, I wasn't shy. I'm actually never been shy around guys, like ever. And I think I don't know. I don't know why. I just never been shy around guys like that. Guys don't intimidate me. If anything, I intimidate them. Um, so yeah, because I'm just like I was just so I don't care. Like if a dude liked me, whatever. If he didn't, oh well. I mean, I never really cared about that kind of stuff. Why would I say social media detox is necessary? Because the internet is not real. It's not a real world. There's not real people on here. I mean, there are real people on here, but you can't like physically see them and touch them, and you know what I'm saying? You would benefit a lot more from building relationships with real people. So every now and then you gotta get out of this world, because the thing is, what people put on the internet is what people want you to see. And I mean, unfortunately, that is a skewed representation of what real life is like. So it's not real. It's just not. It's just not. Will I be traveling over the holiday season? Yes, I will. Um, if you don't know, I live 1,000 miles away from my entire family, so I will be traveling to see my family during the holidays. So yeah, that will happen. Will I ever come to London? Oh my god, I want to come to London so bad. I want to come to London so bad. Like, so bad. I've been wanting to go forever. Questions? I'm moving fast. Um, anybody switching over to full time YouTube? Don't switch over. Don't do YouTube full time until it can actually sustain you like a full time job would. Like, I don't ever recommend just leaving your job and doing YouTube full time if it's not making you enough money to do that. Because YouTube is not a job until it's a job. Does that make sense? Like, it's not one of those. YouTube is not something you apply for. Like, it's not a job where you type out a resume and send it to somebody and then they hire you and you start getting paid automatically. Like, no, you have to grow a following first before you can make money from it. And then even when you start making money from it, it may not be enough money to pay your bills. So don't quit your job until it's a job, until it actually takes up more time than your real job. You know what I mean? And it pays you better than a real job would. Because YouTube wasn't a full-time thing for me until I was like making enough money to like survive from it. You know what I mean? And even then, I wasn't using it as my only source of income. So, like when I don't know how many people have been following me for that long, but when I first started YouTube, I had a job. Okay, no, when I first started YouTube, I was in school, and then I got a job. I had 2 jobs, and I was doing YouTube. So I don't ever recommend just quitting and starting, because you never know, how fast or how slow YouTube can, how do I deal with insecurities? Some insecurities are things that are just like you can't control them, and then some things you can change. And if you can change it, I say do that. Like, oh, if you're insecure about your skin, then, try to help your skin get better. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. But if it's like stuff that you just don't like, that you're insecure about, or just being insecure in general, it's something you have to learn how to grow into it. Almost like confidence is something you grow into. I feel like you can't just like jump up and be confident one day. Like, it's something you have to learn. You have to learn to be comfortable with yourself, and you have to learn to get over some things, depending on what they are. And then some insecurities come from like deep-rooted issues that you should deal with. I never think that you should just like brush things off as just an insecurity. Like, sometimes it's deeper than that. And the older I get, the more I've learned that some of the things that I've been insecure about are actually related to like situations that I never got over, or issues that I never got over. So you kind of have to address those with yourself and be like, okay, we need to like let this go. You know what I mean? And then that'll heal some of that issue that you're having, So I am comfy. I'm just sitting here in my sweatpants. Sweatpants are my life right now. So movie reviews. People do movie reviews on YouTube. They do that. I do bloopers in every video. Like, I just leave my bloopers in my videos. So if you want to watch my bloopers, just watch my videos. Because I leave them all in there. I don't even have like anything that I cut out that's a blooper. Like, I just leave it. The 3 things I've learned about the role of a woman in marriage. Things I previously didn't know. I don't really know. What does that even mean? Like, the role of a woman in marriage. I mean, I know what you mean, but like, I wouldn't know how to answer that question unless I really thought about it and wrote it down. Because I don't know what I've learned. Honestly, I learned a lot just from watching my mom be a wife, so I can't really like say that I didn't know a lot about marriage before I got married, because I pretty much did. So Um, yeah, a lot of the things I know are just like learned behaviors, I guess. Is it weird to talk to the guy first? Well, here's my thing. You guys know how I feel about dating. I feel like you shouldn't approach anybody because I feel like being approached is so like 2005. I just think dating people that you are trying to get to know somebody just to date them, it's like not, it's putting somebody in an awkward position. I just feel like if you're gonna date somebody, it should be somebody that you were already friends with. That's what I feel like. But you guys know that's how I feel. So I'm not doing Vlogmas. Never doing Vlogmas again. Well, I won't say never. But I have a hard enough time vlogging just to upload a weekly vlog. So to do a vlog every day, no, my life is not that exciting. Trust me. Do I live in Chicago? I live near Chicago, yes. Um, I would know I would not live in Los Angeles. I do not feel like Los Angeles is a good place to live because it is way too expensive. And even if I had all the money in the world to live there, I still wouldn't live there because, one, I'm a Texan, and Texans are bred to love their state. So to live anywhere else would be just cruel and evil. I'm almost upset that I live here. I'm just kidding. But yeah, if I ever had a choice, I would move back to Texas because Texas is amazing. Okay? It's cheap. You can have a mansion for a fraction of the price. Hello. It still hurts, but it's better. I got sore patches, and I mean, it's better. It's not as sharp of a pain. It's still sore though. So I'm live right now. So if you think I'm talking to myself, I'm not. Just so you know.
What you think, Graham? What you think?
What?
You trying to record me?
No, I'm said I'm live.
No, when I was doing that, that's why the graph's
I wasn't. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Okay, I'm
I was
sorry.
thinking though, low key, we could watch Flash first because we already recorded it. We could watch Flash before the
It's Tuesday. What are you saying?
Flash comes on at 7. The game starts at 7.
So are you saying we will wait?
No, I'm saying we can watch Flash on demand because on demand it comes on. You know, we have access to it already, right?
Not early, no. It doesn't. It's not. It doesn't go on demand until after it's already been live. You have to either watch it live or watch it after.
No, because
What?
you don't know.
What you saying? Okay, sorry guys. Trying to work out this situation. Let me scroll up. I'm trying to find like some good questions to answer. All these questions I've answered like before. I'm gonna answer some good ones. Some good ones. Some questions just popped up. I don't have a workout routine. How do you stop comparing yourself to other women who are doing things that you think you should have already? You know what? I made a Vicky Vibes video about that. I talked about that before. And it's not healthy to compare yourself to other people because, number one, you don't know how you got there, how they got there. And number two, you don't know what they're going through. So you don't know that everything is going well with them. Because even though they have something that you want, they may be struggling. You know? So you never want to just assume that they're better than you or that they're better off than you, because that might not always be the case. You know? Sometimes people have things and they aren't even ready for it yet. And sometimes they, they have a different path than you do. And that's okay. You just have to be happy with what you got and you'll get where you need to go. Everything happens for a reason, So you gotta be happy with what you got, you know what I'm saying? Because their life has nothing to do with yours. So why even be bothered with it? Right? Are you on a self-discovery or self-love journey? Who isn't on a self-discovery journey? I mean, you're always changing, number one. I don't think you'll ever get to a point in life where you're not changing. And if you do, please tell me how you did that, because 80,000% of people are constantly changing all the time. So it's almost impossible to not be on a self-discovery journey. You know? Yes, I have actually. I've been in front of sitting here all the time. And that's unfortunate. Because, I can't help that. But I think it's unfair that people make fun of skinny people. And I think it's unfair to make fun of people at any point in their lives because, what do you have to do? But it's just I don't think people understand that I don't try to be like this. But do you understand that I don't try to be this? But yeah. It's something I struggle with. But, I mean, this is me. So what else we gonna do? What else we gonna do? Honestly, if I'm healthy, then I don't care. I've gotten to that point. I'm just as long as I'm healthy, which is why, when I say I'm going on a get thick journey and stuff like that, I'm not really trying to get thick because everybody else is thick or whatever. I'm doing it because I want to be healthy. I want to be at a healthy weight, what I feel like is a healthy weight. You know what I'm saying? For me, for my body type. So that I can be healthy. That's all I care about. How long have me and my husband been together? We've been together for almost 6 years. And we've been married for almost 3. So, how did I mentally prepare myself for marriage? I didn't. I didn't mentally prepare myself for anything. I just jumped right into it. Oh my God. Ooh, my neck. What's a good camera to start off with for a vlog? Well, see, the thing is, back in the day, I used to say you should just start with whatever you can afford. Unfortunately, because people are so tech savvy nowadays and everybody has A1 quality, the only way you're going to be able to keep up is if you have A1 quality. So you might want to get you a Sony or a Canon, save up your coins because people want quality. And if you don't have that quality, they're not really going to pay attention. So kind of got to work with what everybody else is working with, unfortunately. I'm trying to go through all these comments. How do I stay positive? Oh, child, you just pray and keep your eyes on Jesus. That's how you stay positive. Uh-oh. Can you hear me? Hearing some people saying in the comments that you can't hear me. Can you hear me? Yeah, I'm gonna be doing a gift guide, a holiday gift guide soon. So yeah. Can you all hear me? Okay, good. I feel like the comments are kind of delayed because I'm thinking about making a whole video dedicated to long distance relationships because I get a lot of long distance relationship questions. I feel like if I had a video, no, actually, that didn't work because I mean I can make videos about stuff and people will still ask me, but let's see. Has Cameron ever wrote me a song? Yes, he has. He wrote me a couple, actually. Never mind. Cameron Doe used to vlog. Currently I've been using my phone to vlog. How long am I going to keep my hair this color? I don't know. What color am I going to dye my hair next? I actually been seeing a lot of people that have this ginger red color. And I had that color. It was similar. It wasn't like as bright as the ones I've been seeing. And I feel like if I tried to go back to the color I had originally, it would end up being really bright like that. So I'm thinking about doing that. But I don't know yet. We'll see. I don't know. Am I ready for 2016 to be over? No, because even though it will be a new year, that doesn't mean things will be like I want them to. So what does the year have to do with? I mean, time is time, and it's never going to be enough time. So, you know, if there's anything I've learned from the Flash, it's that you don't go into the future, and you don't go into the past. You just stay where you are, because I mean, clearly, trying to control things yourself, it don't work. It don't work. Oh, the background. This is the wall. I'm in a hotel room right now, so. How did I gain followers? I don't know. That's a good question because I didn't try, to be quite honest with you. So I don't have, a secret magic potion for gaining followers. You kind of just have to be yourself and hope people like you. That's pretty much it. I mean, you can be strategic with it if you want to, but you won't get the same outcome. You won't get a genuine following. I think genuine followings come from being genuine. So that's pretty much all you can do. Waffle House or Denny's? Excuse me? What kind of disrespect? Waffle House? I'm not doing any more Trader Joe's hauls until I go to Trader Joe's and buy things that I haven't tried yet, which I think I've tried everything that I wanted to try. And I buy the same things all the time. So me doing a Trader Joe's haul would just be really boring because it would be the exact same haul every time. I buy the same things all the time. I'm not really adventurous anymore because I like to just get in and get out. Like, I get my stuff and I go. You know? Netflix suggestions. Well, I don't watch a lot of stuff on Netflix. The only shows, and I've talked about them a million times, the only shows I watch on Netflix are Nikita, The Flash, The Office, Parks and Rec. Those are the only shows I've watched. So, yeah. And just recently I watched Zootopia, which was really good. Just in case you guys were wondering. It's really good. It's super deep. You should check it out if you like cartoons. Disney movies. My favorite hair care product, Paul Mitchell Leave-In Conditioner, is bomb. We're going to do Taco Tuesday, but we're going to do it in the room because I'm not home, so we're going to get Velvet Taco again. If I wasn't doing YouTube, what do I think I'd be doing? Probably the same things that I'm doing on YouTube, just not on YouTube. I say that all the time. But I would probably, before I was doing YouTube, I was doing makeup and taking pictures and videos and things like that. So I'd probably still be doing that. I'd probably have my own business, still taking pictures and doing people's videos, creative type stuff. I've also dabbled in styling, so I wanted to be a stylist at one point. And I think I'm still going to try to do that. Like, 'cause actually, lately, a lot of people have been asking me to style them and, like, buy them clothes, which is what I love doing, shopping. So I think I might actually start picking that up again and, like, styling people for, like, a job, you know, because it's actually really exciting. So, if anything, I think I would want to be, like, a stylist and then have my own blog and then a YouTube channel. So I'd still be doing this on the side. Either way, you know. I don't have expectations for my YouTube channel because YouTube changes so quickly that you never really know where it's going. So I never really like set goals for it or like expect anything out of it because I know it's always changing. So I just roll with the punches, you know what I'm saying? That's been working for me, so. Okay, let me try to catch up. What do I do to de-stress and relax? I watch movies or something. Yeah, I like to watch a Disney movie or something that will take me back in time to when I was a teenager or a kid. That usually like calms me down. It's like watching something that's really calming and takes me out of the moment. Also on my watch, which I don't have on, but on my watch there's this new thing on the new update for the watch called Breathe. Yo, if you deal with an overproductive mind or anxiety or any type of racing thoughts kind of thing, or you have a really fast heart rate like I do, you should do the breathing thing. So what it does is every so often it'll remind me to breathe. It makes you take 1 minute out of your day and you concentrate on your breathing and you just breathe in deeply and breathe out deeply, and then it just helps your mind just calm down. It's awesome. It's awesome. I definitely recommend breathing techniques because those help a lot to de-stress. So, How do you get your channel to grow? Be consistent. And you have to be completely invested in it. Because if you half-heartedly do it or you don't do it frequently, then you're not going to be relevant and you're not going to be, you know, you're not, like, when people search in the algorithm, in the YouTube algorithm, it's based on, like, relevancy. So if you're not frequent with it and people aren't frequently watching, then you're not going to be relevant. So your videos aren't going to pop up. So you definitely want to be consistent and upload, on a regular basis, and love what you do. And that's how you grow. How did Cam react when they told me? Well, actually, I didn't make my YouTube channel until after I met him. I had already met him when I first made a channel. But before I made a channel, I was making videos on Facebook and uploading them on Facebook. So he had already seen those before we really started talking like that. So he already knew that I was crazy. So yeah, I don't know how he reacted. I think he just thought that I was crazy. But he liked it, so clearly I won. Would I ever get implants? Probably not. I don't like surgery. Particularly for me, because I'm scared of surgery. So I think I'd just be too scared to do anything to my body. So that's like the main reason why that wouldn't happen. Because I've never been on the hospital bed before or anything like that. And I would be scared out of my mind. Probably wouldn't happen. My favorite snack? I don't know. Chips? I like chips. It depends. I have different stuff that I like in different seasons. Is Chicago really dangerous? Actually, yes. But not where I'm, right? It's dangerous, in certain areas, though. And you know when you're in a dangerous area, you'll be able to tell. I don't usually go to those areas, so most of the time I'm fine. Let me make sure. How is it to be good friends with your husband's friends? It's cool. I'm glad that they like me. Do I ever become homesick? Yes, I do. All the time. I didn't at first. I wasn't homesick at first. But now I get homesick quite often because I just do. Would I change my engagement ring? Well, this is my wedding ring, so I'm not sure what you mean. This is my ring. I don't know what you mean. I don't work out. That's the gag. What is my dream vacation spot? Dubai. I really want to go to Dubai. I really love deserts and sand. I think deserts are super awesome. And I think Dubai is kind of deserty, but it looks so futuristic. It looks like it's not real. And I want to go. Really bad. It all of a sudden just got really hot in here.
Really hot.
Maybe it's hot because I have this laptop sitting on me. It's repositioned. Do you listen to any? Actually, you know what? I've been looking into. I mean, I don't really listen to podcasts a lot, but I'm starting to because I don't know. I don't know. I just think it would be cool to listen to podcasts. People listen to them a lot, so I feel like I should start listening to them more. Um. So yeah, if you guys have any good suggestions, I don't know. I would have to figure out what kind of podcast I would want to listen to. I listened to Mattyology's podcast the other day. It was pretty decent. It was really good. She talked about some good stuff, motivating me to get off my bum. So that was good. And then I've listened to Stephen Furtick. What is it called? Elevation Church. I've listened to those a couple times before. So, usually pretty good. But those are the only ones I've ever listened to. What's my favorite thing about being white? My favorite thing about being white is being married to my best friend. And I can be openly nasty and nobody can say anything to me. That's also fun. I like doing that to my parents. It gives me this great satisfaction. So I'm currently still trying to update my living room space, but once I get it finished, it's almost like it's like 80% finished. I need to like put up this mirror that we got, and then I need to get like a couple more pieces. A couple more pieces for my living room space, and then once I do that, it'll be finished. And then also with my room, I still need to get a desk for my beauty lofted area, so I'm probably going to do a tour of that once I finish. But it's almost done. I just got a new cabinet to store some of my makeup, so I'm still organizing stuff. It's a process, y'all. It's a process. I don't know how people just jump. Well, I guess you just gotta have a whole bunch of money or something. People just jump up with these tours like immediately after they move in somewhere, and I'm like, guys, it took me 9 months to get to the point I'm at now. I'm still not finished, so give me time. Give me time. Okay. I'm an extroverted introvert, so I can like hold a conversation with people, but I prefer not to. I'm also really outgoing when I like people, and I feel like I have really good discernment, so I always can tell when somebody is like fishy, or they have like ulterior motives when they're talking to me, or like if I feel uncomfortable around somebody, like they have like giving me like bad vibes, then I don't want to talk to them. But when I do like people and like we hit it off like right away, I'm super friendly and I'm super outgoing and I'll make you be my friend. So it just depends. Because I have a really big guard, you know, and I'm working on not being so guarded all the time. But yeah. Did I play any sports? Actually, yes, I did play sports in high school. I ran track and I was the bomb. So there's that. But it's funny because I went to the doctor the other day and my doctor was like, "Do you still run?" And I was like, "No." And she was like, "You have a runner's heart because your heart rate is really fast." And I was like, "Oh, well, I guess I'm just hyperactive." Probably should have played more sports, but I sucked at all of them. So track was the only one I'm good at. So. Oh my god, hi mom. Hello. Oh my gosh, Dubai. Hello. How much do I weigh? I don't. A lot of people get upset when people ask them how much they weigh. I honestly don't even really know how much I weigh most of the time, so that's why I don't have an answer. People ask me, but I think right now I'm around 100 even. It's usually what my weight is. It's 100 pounds. So I'm super light. Super lightweight. Keep these involved in church. It's a good question because we're trying to figure that out right now. If I had one wish, I don't know. I don't like that question. If you had one wish, what would you wish for? More wishes. Duh. It's a really hard question to answer. Like, because my wish would probably change every other week. So, what mainstream clothing stores do I find overrated? Mainstream clothing stores I find overrated. I feel like it depends because sometimes some places have really good quality and then some places don't have really good quality. Like, I feel like, I don't know, like, I feel like, I can't really say that though, because Topshop does have good quality stuff. But I feel like sometimes their stuff is kind of like H&M quality, and I'm just like, this could have been less. But I mean, it depends though, because sometimes there are different factors that go into why something costs so much, and sometimes it's just the name. So it would have to be like specific things for me to figure it out. How do I feel about dyeing natural hair? If you don't want to damage your hair, then I would suggest A, you go to a professional, and B, you don't go too light with your coloring, like don't bleach your hair, because then you will damage your hair. I mean, anytime you use chemicals on your hair, you're going to damage it in some way, but it won't necessarily change your curl pattern, it'll just damage your hair. But I honestly could care less about my hair, so that's why I am able to do all the things that I do to it, because I don't care. But if you care a lot, then you should probably, talk to somebody who cares. Because I don't really care. I mean, it's just hair, it'll grow back. How do I stay so thin? I'm naturally like this. I woke up like this. So, yes, I'm a Christian. Just in case you didn't know. It's a middle name. What's the first thing I look for when shopping? It depends, because sometimes I want different things. How do I set up my 7 Plus? This is a serious question. Babe, help Taylor set up her phone, because she's struggling.
Is her SIM card not activated?
I have no idea. She said it's stuck on like one setup, like her ID, her Apple ID is stuck on her Apple ID. I made a video about being a Christian, actually. You should watch that. How old are me and Cam? Me and Cam are 24 and 26. I will be 25 in January. Turn up. I eat out a lot. How to maintain my weight? My body is naturally like this. Let me understand. Let me explain to you. I have a really high metabolism. So as soon as I eat something, it disappears. That's like the easiest way for me to describe how my body works. Have I ever been to Europe? Yes, I've been to the UK once before, and I want to go again. How do you combat dry scalp? So the thing is, I actually have really dry hair. Well, not dry hair, dry scalp problems. Drinking water is definitely one way to help that. Also, you might want to use something that has like eucalyptus or peppermint in it, because that helps to like get that tingling sensation. It kind of helps to get rid of that. Also, apple cider vinegar helps for dry scalp, and frequently using like I have a vibrating massage brush for my scalp, So that helps to get that dandruff out and stuff too. So yeah. I don't know though. It's a struggle. I've been struggling with dry scalp forever. Do I have management, or what type of daily things do I do to stay confident and think confident? I talked about that in my Vicky Vibes adulting video. How like, excuse me, sir. Can you turn down your laptop, sir? I did do a video about slicking down my hair. You should check that out. You should check that out. Who are my favorite YouTubers besides Taylor and Ashley? Who said Taylor and Ashley are my favorite YouTubers? Because they're definitely not. But yeah, my favorite YouTubers are like Nicole Guerrero and Desi Perkins and Shirley D. Inian, Jackie, of course. I don't know, like I have a whole sidebar list of people that I love. There's a lot of them. I can't name all of them, but there's a lot. But I know Nicole Guerrero is like the one I've been watching like for the long. I've been watching Nicole the longest, and Jackie the longest. I've been watching them for a long time, so I love them. Will I shave my whole head and start over? Probably not. I don't really know if I'm about that shaving my whole head life. I don't know if my husband's about that shaving my head life. But I don't think I will. Because I think if I ever do start growing my hair back out, which I probably will, I'll just start from wherever I'm at and keep cutting it. What are you watching? Go for a thrift shop. I used to thrift shop all the time. Like, I was a thrift maniac. I used to thrift shop, like, all the time, guys. All the time. Especially when I was in college, I used to thrift shop a lot. I haven't found places here that I would like to go to, but in Texas, I used to have, like, some good places I would go to and hit them up. PKs do need a support group. Oh my goodness. Can you start a PK support group? Because that would be great. But the question was, how do you deal with the relationship dynamic with your parents? I didn't. I got in trouble a lot because of relationships growing up. So, I mean, I'm probably not the best person to answer that question. Actually, I might be the best person to answer that question because I had a horrible relationship. But, yeah, it just, over time, you just learned how to work that out. Because I was terrible. Like, my parents didn't want me to talk to a lot of people, and I still talked to them, and I would get in trouble and learn my lesson every time the hard way. So, yeah. Cam, come peek your head. Say hi to yourself. Cam is busy. He's working. Oh, well, he's pretending to work. If he wanted to talk, he would be over here talking. Trust me. He's a talker. He's a socialite. I don't really know what the name is called. I think it's called Breathe, but it's just, I don't know. It just popped up one day because I updated my watch and it was like Breathe. And I was like, oh, what's up? How you doing? So, I don't know. But, I mean, you could do it without the app. You just take time out of your day when you're stressed and just breathe. That's pretty much it. You just focus on your breathing. Any places I would recommend for broke college students to shop? Forever 21 was my life in college. Also, consignment shops are great too. I don't really like Plato's as much, but there was a place, and I don't even know if they even have this place still open yet. I don't think they do. I think she, like, closed it down. But it was this place where people would, like, bring, like, gently used items, and they were really good items, for, like, half the price, so. No, it's extra mayonnaise. Sorry. I think I'm a 4A, though. I think. I don't know. Have I ever been shaded by a fellow YouTuber? I don't know. I have no idea. I hate the whole concept of shade. Like, I literally don't. I just don't. Like, I don't like the concept. I don't understand it. Does Cam let me dress him? Actually, yes. I actually helped him with his style a lot. And now he's just popping. Like, he's killing it. I'm so proud of him. I did a meetup in Chicago earlier this year. I did one in the summer. And I'll probably do another one. I will keep this video up. I don't know how long I've been on, but I'm going to get off soon because it'll be time to eat, and then we're going to watch TV together. So, yeah. What am I cooking for Thanksgiving? I'm actually thinking about making a video on something that I love to cook every year for Thanksgiving and Christmas, if you guys are open to it. The only thing about that is I don't think I'll be home for Thanksgiving. So what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to film it early. I'm going to probably have to make it twice. So I'll probably film it like in the next few weeks and then upload it for you guys. But I do plan on making a video for Thanksgiving. So 3 tips you would give for a healthy relationship. Communicate, 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 communicate. No, but seriously, number 1 would be communicate, and that means talking about all the things that make you uncomfortable, because those are the things that are most likely causing the issues that you may be having in your relationship. So yes, communication is always key. Over communicate sometimes if you have to. Yeah. There's 2 other tips. I'll get back to you because I want to answer the rest of your questions. I'm still waiting for a DC meetup as well. I haven't been to DC in so long. I really want to go. So those are like two places that I do want to go and do a meetup. London, DC. Those are happening to 2017. I promise you, it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. We're gonna do this. I'm hip to Luke Cage, but I don't watch it. It's not my favorite, so I don't really like it. Keeping spice. Well, in the words of my friend Taylor, the way to keep your marriage spicy, you got to bring out the freak of the week. So that was her suggestion. It works. Where does Cameron shop besides H&M? Zara, PacSun, and I'm trying to get him more into ASOS because I love ASOS. I think ASOS is a pretty good place to shop because they have like so many brands there, but a lot of stores are starting to have more brands other than just their brand, so that's good. Thank you. Please tell them Vlogmas is not easy. Y'all don't understand. You don't understand. Vlogging is not an easy task, especially when I'm trying to get stuff done. There'd be a lot going on during my day. I have time to vlog every day. I don't see how people do that. I'm not a good multitasker, so I be struggling. New Year plans. I don't really know. I do plan on doing something fun for my birthday though, because I feel like 25 is like a milestone, and you'll never be 25 again. So I do want to do something for my 25th. So we'll see. And my birthday falls around New Year's, so I do want to do something for my birthday this year. question still. Are working on anything or leaning towards reaching anything before the end of the year? No. No. I don't know. It's a good question. Am I working on anything? Not really. I don't think. Just trying to stay healthy and happy. It's pretty much been the goal all year. Oh, that's nice. How would I describe my style? My style is very tomboy chic. That's usually what comes to mind. Does that have to be that loud? I can't hear myself talk. Thank you. I'm not dramatic. I need to hear myself talk. Uh, I forgot what I was saying. I forgot what I was saying. But anyways, am I going to see a movie? Probably not. Probably not. That sounds like a movie that I will get when it goes to Redbox. Do I think I'll have my own makeup brand? Probably not. I never desired to have my own makeup brand because I don't want to ever limit myself to one thing. I mean, it would be cool if I had my own makeup brand and like my own clothing line and my own like a whole bunch of other stuff, but I would never want to just do makeup for the rest of my life. You know what I mean? So I've never desired to have my own makeup brand though. I like buying makeup too much to have my own brand of stuff. You know, I would rather just buy stuff from other people. Is that weird? I like buying things. I really like buying things. The only thing I would ever really want for myself is like my own clothing line or something because I feel like being so small, there's never really clothes that fit me perfectly, you know? I think there should be like skinny people line for just little petite people. Like, you know? What's it like negotiating with big companies? It's actually kind of weird that I actually like talk to big companies sometimes. Like, do you want to talk to me? Really? Did you see everybody else's videos first? I did. It's like it's weird. It's almost kind of like shocking. Like what? But you know, just be professional and tell them that you love them so much, and you thank them, and you send them, you know, many thanks. Very thankful. I just answered that question. And I answered that question too. I do not have a fitness routine. Just living my life like it's golden. When am I coming to Florida? I don't know. I want to go to Florida again though, because I love going to Florida. So yeah. I do want to do lookbooks. I'm just waiting for my videographer to free up his schedule so that he can film me a lookbook. Because I'm ready. You know. So Yes, I do live in the U.S. Sorry if I'm not talking loud, but I'm trying not to scream and be loud and obnoxious. Does Cam ever cook? No, I wish. He's not paying attention to me. He doesn't. I try to pressure him though, but he don't care. He don't care. I've never been to Jamaica, but I do kind of want to go. No. I've already told you guys that even if I could sing, I would never let y'all know that I could sing because then y'all would ask me to sing all the time. So I just pretend like I can't because I'm not going to sing. So for those of you who are wondering why am I answering the kids question, it's because I've answered this question a jillion times, and I'm not answering any questions about kids. So there you go. I did see Patrick Star doing Kiki Palmer's makeup. I just watched that video like yesterday. It's pretty awesome. Will it be in LA anytime soon? No, probably not. Well, actually, I won't say that. I did say I wanted to go before the year was up, but I don't know if I have time. So yeah. I don't know if I can sing, and you guys will never know either. A Q&A with Snapchat? See, the thing is, every time I open my snaps to do a Q&A with Snapchat, the thing is, I always get inappropriate snaps that I don't want to see. So I just don't open my snaps no more. Because I'm scared. The anticipation when I click on some of them snaps, I'd be like, I didn't want to see that. Does Cam have an older brother? No, he does not. Do I feel that I've reached all my desired goals that I wanted to reach by the time I was 25? I didn't have any goals that I wanted to reach by the time I was 25. I think it's kind of like unfair to yourself to make goals for certain ages because you never really know what's going to happen. Anything could happen that could slow down what your goals are. And it's not always a bad thing that your goals are slowed down. So I feel like to make goals and say, well, by 25, I want to do this, this, and this, and then get discouraged because you made that goal for yourself for a certain time. I just feel like it's not a good way to look at things, in my personal opinion. Now, that works for some people. It just doesn't work for me. I'm not really like that kind of person who likes to set goals for the future like that. I mean, of course, there are things that I want to accomplish, but like if I was 25 and I was still living in an apartment with my husband and not living in a house, I would still be content. You know what I mean? Like I wouldn't like be upset that I was still living in an apartment because that's just how things worked out. But I mean, we've accomplished things and I'm proud of those things. But I never said by the age of 25 I want a house and a car and you know what I mean? Because sometimes things just take longer. So I don't, you know. And people always get mad at me when I say things like that, like, oh, you don't have any goals. That's not what that means. It just means that I'm not pressuring myself to reach certain things by a certain time because life is different for everyone. So I can't just decide when certain things will happen. I have to kind of go with the flow. So I'm not rushing myself to do anything. So to answer your question, I don't know. Because I didn't have any desired goals to reach by this time. I'm just proud of where I am now. I think it's awesome. Where did I work before YouTube? I worked retail. I worked at Forever 21. I was also an office manager. So I worked in like kind of customer service and all that kind of stuff. Um, and I also own my own business. So I was a makeup artist and a photographer, and uh, I did that for a little while. So I was kind of like a hustler. And YouTube is like 90% hustle. So I feel like it was an easy transition for me to just like get into doing this, which, I mean, this wasn't really a job back when I started doing YouTube anyway. So, yeah. It just turned out that I got to transition all the things that I was doing into this. So, that's how that worked. What face mask do I use on airplanes or trips? I would suggest using a hydrating mask because planes suck all of the hydration out of your skin. So I use hydrating, those sheet masks. I use any one that says hydrating or repairing damaged skin or anything like that. I use one of those. Sephora has some good ones, but I've heard that there are better ones. So just read your reviews. I'm still trying to find which ones I like. I've only been doing it I've only done it twice. So do I miss my bob? Not really. Not really. Not really. Sometimes I do. Sometimes I see somebody with a bob and I'm like, oh my gosh, it's beautiful. I want it back. But then I think about it, I'm like, nah. Who's the biggest star I've met? Um, I've met Big Sean, and I've met does Omarion count? I'm sorry, I personally don't really. I'm not really I don't get starstruck like that. So Omarion really wasn't really something that I was excited about, but I met him. I've met Tori Kelly, but I met her before she was famous, so I feel special. Nick Jonas smiled at me one time at the mall. He walked past me and he smiled at me. I've also seen Selena Gomez at the mall, which was really random. And I've met Taraji. Duh, I met Taraji like a couple months ago. So I actually do have some of the Mac. I have the Mac Nutcracker collection, and if you guys want me to do an unboxing kind of thing on that, I can. I actually made my invitations for my wedding, and if you're good at making stuff like that, then I would suggest make your own, or find somebody who can make them for you. But yeah, I just made mine and had them printed. I did it in Photoshop. Made my own. Were I thinking about quitting YouTube and all the rest of things? Not quitting, no. I definitely wanted to take a break, which I did. But I didn't think about quitting because I didn't think that quitting would be an option. I felt like if I quit, it would have been worse to quit. So just because things get hard doesn't mean you quit. It's just a learning situation, you know? What is my favorite food? Pizza. We didn't see Justin Bieber. We were kidding. We didn't actually see him. Like, that wasn't him. We were joking. Sorry. How to keep the back section of my hair to slick down at night during the day. Oh, it doesn't stick. I mean, it's curly just like the rest. I actually had Cameron line me up in the back. What motivated me to go blonde? I've always wanted to go blonde, so I just did it. We did not. That wasn't him. That wasn't him. It is Taco Tuesday. What is life like as a young married couple? It's actually pretty fun. Don't let people make you feel like being married is for old people, because it's not just for old people. Old people can get married too, but I feel like it's super fun when you're young because you're learning each other as you guys grow up, and you kind of like grow up together, I think that's cool. That's a deep question. Living and existing. It's a deep question. It's a good question. I feel like I'm living. Do I consider myself a star? No, I do not. I hate when people like try to say that I'm famous or I'm a celebrity. I'm not. I'm a normal person, just like you. I just happen to have followers on the internet. So, I don't think I'll go vegan because I like chicken and I like burgers and I love a good pepperoni and Italian sausage pizza. So I probably would never go vegan. Sorry. I thought you were going to watch it on TV. Is it not on TV? What are you watching? Oh, we thought you were watching the game. Never mind. That was a dumb question. I love chocolate. What cameras do I prefer to use for photography? I really like Canon cameras. That's the only cameras I've used. Well, other than Sony, I have my Sony cameras too, but I prefer Canons. And the Canon we have now is a 60D, but I would really like to get a 5D Mark III. That would be the goals. So, yeah. But when I was a photographer, it was a long time ago. I don't remember what camera I used, to be honest, because I was a photographer a long time ago. And I didn't do it for very long. You know what's funny? Because we actually kind of could do premarital counseling because Cam is ordained. But I don't know if I would ever do it. Like, not right now. I feel like we haven't been married long enough to do that. What is it like going from long distance to seeing each other every day? I mean, quite honestly, it wasn't really a hard transition. Well, I won't say it wasn't hard. It was just, there was so much else that changed for me personally when that happened that I didn't even realize that so much was changing because so much was changing. I don't even know if that made sense, what I just said. But it definitely wasn't hard. It was actually easier because, I mean, long distance is hard within itself. So that transition was a great transition. It was easy because we were so ready to see each other all the time. So I don't feel like it was like not what I expected or, it was just like, yes, I get to see you every day. Finally, Because long distance is hard. And if you go from long distance to being together all the time and you don't like it, you might not have been with the right person. Do you like SpongeBob? Yes, I love SpongeBob. What are my favorite shoes? That's a good question. I love boots. I love thigh-high boots, to be exact. Nike or Adidas. Right now, Adidas is killing it, so I would say Adidas. How did I start doing photography? Well, I've always been into cameras and technology ever since I was born, because I, grew up in the technology era, and my dad was a nerd, so I just kind of grew up getting into those things, and as I got older, I got more advanced cameras, and I just play around with them. Practice makes perfect. Yes, this is life. Vicky Lowen wig does not shed, and it will last as long as you keep it going. So, if you take good care of it, it will last you probably about a year and a half, 2 years. But it probably could last longer than that if you take really good care of it. If you're not too rough on it, I don't know about how healthy acrylic in gel is, but in my personal opinion, I prefer acrylic. I think. I don't know. I don't know. I go back and forth every now and then. Was it hard to tell my parents I had a boyfriend? No, because my parents set me up with him, so they already knew. And also, Cameron asked my parents if he could date me, so I didn't have to tell them because he asked first. Who's the blanket thief? Me. I'm the blanket thief. I'm the bed thief. I take up the whole bed.
Everything.
All of it. All of it. All of it. Do I prefer to shop in person or online? Online, because shopping at the store is actually very nerve-wracking for me because I end up buying things I don't need. But I can easier manage my money and budget better when I shop online. So that's why I prefer to shop online. I already answered how much I weigh. I weigh 100 pounds, I think. And I would like to gain weight. David, is he finished or is you done? I blocked him because he's stupid. What would I constitute a perfect day? What would constitute a perfect day? I think a perfect day for me would be eating out all day so I don't have to cook anything and getting my nails and my toes done because I love doing that. Spending all the money that I wanted and then eating out some more. And doing all that with my mommy because I love my mom and we have so much fun together. So, yeah, that would be my perfect day. And then coming home and sleeping in my own bed. Yes, my own bed with my own husband. Yes. Do you have any questions for you? No, not really. I've already asked you guys a million times what you guys want to see. So I've gotten that question down. I think that's really the only questions I ever have for y'all. If I had to do it all over again, would I choose Cameron? What kind of question is that? Of course. Of course. How tall am I? I'm 5'2". I'm a shawty. The first thing I do when I wake up. Yawn. Do I have a lazy chill day routine? I think all my days are lazy chill days. I work and chill at the same time. So, yeah, my routines are pretty much the same. Change anything about the way I was the way I was raised. I think I could have been a little bit better at being. Well, I mean, I believe everything happens for a reason. So honestly, if I change something, then it would change the way that I'm learning right now, and I may not have the same things happening for me because of the way that I was raised. So I don't think I would change anything. But if there's one thing that I wish I would have known when I was younger, that would have helped now, it would be how to be an adult, which you can't really learn those things. But I wish my parents would have taught me how to be an adult before I got here, because this adulting stuff is hard. They didn't prepare me for this. I don't think anybody's parents do, though, to be honest. Some people's parents do, but I wish my parents would have, talked to me about how hard it was to be an adult. I think they did, and I just didn't listen. Maybe that was it. Maybe that's why. Tips on how to be confident as a single woman still waiting for the one. Mind your business. Stay in your lane, mind your business, do what you gotta do, take care of yourself, and pray. That's pretty much it. Stop letting people make you feel like you need a man right now, because you don't. Because if you did need a man right now, you would have one. So, be happy where you're at. That's pretty much it. I was so unbothered when I was single, like, oh my goodness. I should have went on tour and told people about how much I love being single. I was so unbothered. I did not care about getting married or any of that stuff because I knew it wasn't my time yet. I was like, no, it's not my time. I don't have a man for a reason. Like, I'm chilling, you know? And I know I'm fine, so I'm not worried about getting one. When he's ready, he'll come. And when he came, I was like, no, I don't want you. I want somebody else. Since I'm so artistically inclined, can I draw? Actually, I used to be able to draw really well. I haven't been drawing in a long time, so I probably can't do it as well as I used to, but I did used to paint and draw all the time. I don't tell people that YouTube is my job. When people ask me what my job is, I say that I'm an online influencer and a content creator because YouTube is not my job. YouTube is my main source of income, but it's not necessarily my job per se. My job is social media influencing. So that encompasses all of my social media platforms in one. But that's, I mainly, when I say what I do, I say I'm a social media influencer, that kind of thing. And was that my dream job? No, because YouTube wasn't a job when I started doing it. So. What do I like to do in my free time? In my free time, I like to sit and I like to watch movies and eat ice cream or something delicious. It's mainly what I like to do. What exactly do I mean by adulting? The process of being an adult, becoming an adult, is adulting. So basically, paying bills, doing adult stuff, getting your house together or your apartment, wherever your living quarters are, taking care of that, and taking care of your body at the same time. Working, doing all of the adult things that encompass the day. What advice would I give someone who's saving themselves for marriage, but guys seem turned off? Why are you telling guys that you're saving yourself for marriage? I don't think... Are you going around telling them that? Because they usually don't know that unless you tell them, right? Also, if you're telling guys that, that means that they're asking you, or that you feel like they're going to ask you. I feel like you only should bring that up in the case that they would ask you. But I don't see where... I don't... Why do they know that? Is the question. How long did it take me to plan my wedding? I planned my wedding for 9 months before I got married. How do I live my daily life in the face of all the drama with the government? Because I don't pay attention to that stuff, to be quite honest with you. I am a conspiracy theorist when it comes to the government, so I don't really give them my energy because I know that they want you to give them all of your energy. So I don't give them my energy. I go on about my business. What is the best amount of sleep? All day. All day is the best amount of sleep. Just kidding. 8 hours is the best amount of sleep, I think. Scientifically speaking. I should shop at Francesca's. I know. I used to shop at Francesca's all the time. Oh, you're a purity ring. So, why don't y'all open your business? Tell them to back up off you. Actually, when I used to wear a purity ring and guys would ask me about it, I would tell them I was married. That's lying. You probably shouldn't do that. But that's what I did. So they would leave me alone. Because whenever guys would ask me out or try to talk to me, I would totally curve them. Like, I didn't give them the time of day. So. Do I like Mexican food? Yes, I love Mexican food. How do you slow your Instagram photos? You have to learn your angles, and you have to have good lighting and a good background. Scenery. You gotta have an eye for that kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying? You gotta have a good eye for your photos. Hair goals. No hair. Favorite gospel artist at the moment. Favorite gospel artist at the moment is Travis Green. I really like Travis Green right now. What are you typing? You're not typing in English. I don't understand what you're saying. Girl, do what you gotta do. If you want to wear a pretty ring and you 45, you wear a pretty ring. Do what you gotta do. You know what I'm saying? It's your life. You gotta live it. What are your tips for getting in a productive mood? I like to talk on the phone when I want to be productive. So usually I'll call my mom or one of my friends or something. Because I like to talk when I'm being productive. Like sometimes when I'm on the phone with my mom, I fold all of the clothes, and I don't even understand why I do that. I just like naturally like make the bed and fold clothes when I'm on the phone with my mom. So whatever helps you, but I like to talk on the phone when I'm being productive. So yeah. Why do I think I want to cut my hair? I like cutting things. I like to cut things because cutting is therapeutic, and it's a way for me to express my need to cut something from my life. So usually whenever I cut or change my hair, it's because of some type of change happening, or I just feel like doing it. I like to cut, so I cut my hair. Happy birthday, Kiana Rogers. I miss living with my parents. Only when I have to pay bills, yes. Or if I don't feel like cooking, then I miss my parents because they cook and I don't. Do I ever reflect on my glow up and shed a tear? Yes, all the time. Instagram or Snapchat? I like different ones for different purposes. I talk to my mom once a week, maybe. Once a week. And my dad, we're in a group chat with my whole family, so they just they text us all day long, every day. I ignore most of them because it makes my phone blow up, so I put them on Do Not Disturb. But every now and then, my dad will be like, "Selena is on. I miss you," or something like that. But they don't really bug me a lot because my parents are they're really chill. They're just you gotta live your life, and we don't want to hinder that. So we're not gonna call you every day. You know what I mean? So. Any changes in friendships with others after marriage? Yes. Sometimes not everybody can go where you're going. So you may lose some friends, and that's okay. I feel like sometimes if they're not good friendships, then they should have not even been in your life anyway. So it happens. But then that just makes room for better people to come along. So, because not everybody has the same goals as you do. You kind of have to stay grounded with people who have the same goals and stuff as you, because then that keeps you motivated to keep going. So I feel like if people conflict with that, then they're not gonna stay around for long. What I have planned for Christmas? I usually go home for Christmas, so that's what I'm gonna do. I go home. So yeah. Cameron just so happens to have a really good friend group of people who all wanted to get married. So that's how we found other young couples, because he has all the friends that got married. So that's how that happened. I couldn't have done that if I tried. So am I beefing with Missy Lynn? What kind of question is that? What? What? What kind of question? Why would I be beefing with Missy Lynn? That's the funniest question that anybody's ever asked me in my life. I have nothing bad to say about Missy Lynn. Why would I be beefing with her? Please tell me. You're obviously you're gonna tell me why I'm beefing with Missy Lynn, because I mean I don't know. I don't know. Me and Missy Lynn don't even really talk like that for me to be beefing with her.
Okay, now it's time to lie about certain
I know. Okay. Clearly. Do I think Michael Phelps is a swimmer? These are great. These are great questions. We're gonna save these questions for next time. But yeah, we're gonna order food and watch The Flash. And apparently we're watching basketball all night.
Watching basketball. Then The Flash. You get it twisted. You were just like,
How do I deal with people constantly asking me when I'm gonna have a baby? I ignore them. Clearly. So yeah, I'm gonna go. And I will talk to you guys later. If you follow me on Periscope, I do live chats on Periscope all the time. So yeah. But I might do these more often. I was thinking about doing a get ready with me on here one day. But yeah. Anyway. We're gonna order some food and we're gonna eat and we're gonna do this. Yes. Basketball season is in full effect.
I'm so happy.
Pray for me. Thank you. Goodbye.